Hey, what's up everyone? In this video from AgroBricks I will show you this Panzerhund mug from Wolfenstein, the video game. So we built this in the last days, and here's the tutorial. This is a video that a lot of you were asking, so here we are. Just look at this thing. This is the complete overview of this Lego mug. So we'll subdivide this mug in different parts. So let's start with the head of the Panzerhund. So as you can see, we use teeth, a lot of different elements, some flags, a lot of different arches and 2x2 tiles, round tiles too, studs and every part. So the goal of this is to make an intimidating monster, mechanical monster, Panzerhund. If you play the game, well, you know what I mean. So let's start by making this, putting those parts all together. The flag part, here is the stud, metallic stud. So take a look at this. Now this goes like that. We'll make the other side. So this is like a mirror. Same type of build, but on the other side. So we need to adapt like the angle of the flag, the stud. Now the flag on the other side. So with the 1x1 end, I call these ends because, well, they're pieces to hold stuff. So now let's build the core part. So let's start by taking this piece that I call a plateau, this plate, and this, the two teeth. Let's put the cheese, the other cheese, the two other ends. So this is like the jaw. And I made a mistake at this point. I needed to put like one more tile on the jaw, but this is a mug, so you build it your way. If you want to put another 1x2 plate, that's up to you. However, well, I forgot to put one in the video, so we gather one during the building process. So 1x2 bricks with studs on the side. Now 1x2 plate, another 1x2 plate. With this is what we call an attache remorque in French. Well, it's in English I would say it like it's something to attach a trailer. The cheese. So the plate, 2x2, another plate, another one. The teeth. The grill in front. And now those arches pieces, really useful piece to build that kind of mugs. So now the rest of the pieces. So this is what it's supposed to be looking. Now let's attach this on the sides and the other one. And now we just need to attach the jaw. So here it is. So this is what with one less 1x2 plate. And this is with the other 1x2 plates. So now for the paws. Let's start with the first paw, the left one. So the front paws, I mean. the front left one. So 1x2 plate on these two very useful pieces. A lot of dark bluish gray as you can see in this mug. Well, you can build this mug in black and red. However, well, we like it dark bluish gray. I think it fits with the Wolfenstein game, like the design that you see in the actual game. So hinges with 1x1 end on the side, some cheese parts, no, slope curved I mean. Now this 1x2 plate modify to give it like an articulation, some movement, liberty of movement. Other hinges, some 1x2 plate, a tile, other hinges, a lot of different cheeses piece. So now the wing with the red and dark bluish gray pattern. This is what it looks. This is how it looks. So that's the first part. Now I'll be doing the second one. So this is the right one. So it's basically the same technique, except that we need to put like the mirror, I mean. So this is something really present when you build spaceships, you build like animals in Lego, you build cars. Well, cars it's a bit different, but when you build stuff that have two sides, well, you always need to like make the other side and adapt, because sometimes, well, the muck is the same on the two sides, but sometimes when you build spaceships it will be different, so you need to adapt and change some of the stuff. So I put this on the wrong side. Let's put this on the good side, the right piece. So now the cheese, the other hinge, so this is what it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be looking, with 1x2 plate with studs on the side, with the wing. And now I forgot for the last part to put the 1x1 stud under that red tile. When I say stud, I mean 1x1 plate. This is the other part with the corrected. I fixed this. So now these are two paws, mechanical legs. Here they are. So now the back ones. So this will be the left back paw. So it's the same, basically the same technique for the start, using a lot of similar pieces. And this is something that you need to understand. When you build mugs, sometimes you need to order parts on Bricklink and on the Lego store, because you can't only do marketplace hauls. Well, it helps a lot to gathering pieces. However, you will never be able to gather a lot of the same pieces, and that's what you need to have to build actual mugs like this. Lego don't always put don't usually put a lot of the same pieces in sets. There are obviously exceptions like studs and 1x1 plate and things like this, but for hinges and 1x2 plates with stud on the side, it's a bit more, there's a bit more scarcity of this. So the same technique basically, very similar, but with angle like grill plate. So this is the angle that I need for this pot. Now attaching the other hinge with the cheese part, the other one, and this is basically a back left mechanical leg. So you can adapt the angle as you want. And these are not so fragile. I know that a lot of other parts of this mug are fragile, but this one is not so bad. It's actually pretty solid, except for the grill, obviously, that is only attached on one stud. So it's supposed to be looking like this. So now the other one. So this will be the right one. So we're using exactly the same pieces and the same technique. With hinges. So we can put the mug in lots of different angles to adapt it to dioramas and other big displays. We may be using this Panzerhund in a bigger mug, in a bigger World War II fictional mug. The thing is not we may use, we will be using this in a bigger mug. So just stick around and for the next months, because this is what you'll be seeing on the channel. So basically the same technique as the other pot. Now we need to attach this. 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 So the same angle. So I've discovered I make like 2 left legs, so I need to correct this to put this on the other side. So just we need to detach this. When I say that we need to build using the mirror technique, that's what I mean. So that's it. These 2 back legs are done. Now let's continue with the body. So this will be like the main part, the main build, and it's not the most difficult one. So let's start with those pieces, 1 by 1 brick with studs on the side. I could use 1 by 2 with studs on the side, however I lacked all of those pieces, but these are you can adapt when you lack pieces, and these are pieces that you can like you're not dependent on them. You can change them if you don't have them. So plates with studs on the side. Now let's use this 1 by 6. That's probably the biggest part of this entire mug. One of the only brick, the 1 by 2. Regular bricks, I mean. Because obviously there are special ones. now one by one plate with this trailer attached. Ball joint, the real name is. These one by one piece. So let's put those. One, two. This one just fell. So we're close to being finished here. Now let's build the other side. One, two. This other one. So ingots pieces. And 1x2 cheese. So the big ball joint, and this is the second part of the body. So hinges pieces. Now let's put this 2x2 slope with the engine part, like the air intake, the different cheese, and now this is pretty finished for this part. So now we'll connect the two parts together like this. Really like the red design. I think red and dark bluish gray goes really well together. So this is from all angles the main core. So this will be the second part of the body, like the rear part, the hips, and the tail. So the other ball joint. Now the plates. Let's use the brick. So this is what it's supposed to be looking like. Now the other brick with some Technic axles, the red ones. So some plates, other plates. So those with cheese and 2x2 round tiles. Let's build the other one. So let's attach this, and these are really fragile because they just they stay on only one stud, so they're not the most strong part in this build. However, this is something really debatable. A lot of people prefer solid builds, but they do not lack on the look, but they prefer the solid aspect than the visual aspect. And this is alright. But sometimes to build a lot of details, you need to sacrifice like the solidity of your muck. And this is what this muck is like. So if you build this, be prepared to and take into consideration that some parts of this might fail off if you bring this to expos and shows. What we will be doing. So the tail is pretty much done. These are the two parts that fell. Need to attach them. So now they stay together. And one of them just fell again. So this is the hips part. So now we'll connect everything. First off, the head and the front of the body. Now the rear part. Now let's start with the paws. Just attach them to these studs. I'll put this together at the end. So the left back one, right back one, those, some kind of armor pieces. And we're pretty much done. So that's how it's supposed to be looking at the end. I'm really proud of this mug, and just build it. Take all of your parts and just build this, folks. So have a great day. Thank you.